So hi everyone, welcome to manual and automation testing training. So I have introducing to myself first. I have like 10 years of experience in the testing field. So and before starting this testing, so I would like to introduce few things like what is the yeah, what is the percentage of job openings are available in the market and testing, and what are the testings are demanding. Like we have a number of testing types like manual testing, automation testing, ABA testing, DB testing, ETL testing, and many types of testings. Like even now coming to non-functional side, like we have a performance testing, load testing. So we have multiple types of testings in the IT field. So those are all required day-to-day life. So uh, if you see these testings all are must for every project. So today I got one question that nowadays technology got improved, and new more high-end technologies are coming into the market. So what is the percentage or what is the scale on the job openings from the testing field? So even if you take every project, any project that might be a cloud related project or non-cloud, or which are using legacy technologies or new technology. So every project need development and testing. So without testing, without QA, there is no project will go to production. So why, I will tell you first. So there is a product is developed in the market. Product is developed. So wherever, whenever you worked on any product, then there would be a loopholes as well. So the client will going to invest more money and time as well. So to develop the product. So if the product having loopholes, then this is a success project? I don't think so. It is not a success project, success product. So if you are using in real time, if you are trying to book a IRCTC and ticket in IRCTC application, so if there is a loopholes in the like in that application, like if you're facing example while booking the ticket, you will get some error, or you're unable to book any tickets for a, maybe any citizen, senior citizen, or maybe if you require to book any upper or lower bed. So if there are any loopholes in the application, so will you consider that is a successful product? No, right? So before the product coming to live, there must be a phase should complete, that is testing. So successful product means high performance and zero for bugs or defects. You can say anything, errors or anything, and user friendly. So these three components are very important for a successful product. So if, as I said, if IRCTC having any errors or defects, then it is not a successful product. If it is zero errors, even if it's not a high performance, like it is loading slowly, like suppose if you are logged in the morning, and if it is logged in a home page displayed after 1 hour or after 2 hours, then that is not a successful product as well. And user friendly. So user friendly means like users should able to understand that application. So suppose user is like uh, uh, logged in, but he's not he's not like very much aware of that product. Suppose he wanted to book any ticket, but there is no user friendly, like which option he should select, then that is not a successful product. So successful product should be complete, should be developed by considering three components. So that's why testing is required here. These two components coming into the testing field, because high performance means like a performance related thing will be tested by testing team, and it should be zero defects or zero bugs. That should be also done by testing team. User friendly means generally it will be uh, based on the client requirements or the BS. BS means like a business analyst will going to take care of this task. But most of the things are done by QA team. So that's why testing is required. I hope everyone is understood, like testing is required. So there are multiple types of testings here: manual testing, automation testing. Uh, these are the like functional. So if you see functional and non-functional. So these are the functional testings. See, these are the functional testings. Manual automation, API, UI, DB, DB database, and ETL. These are the functional. Non-functional means load testing, performance testing. So many more, like in the non-functional, like security testing. So this is also more demand in the market. So here the every tester should have the minimum things. Even if you are API testing or database testing or automation testing, few of the qualities should have from the manual testing side as well, like understanding the requirement and understanding the applications functionality, like that. So here functional testing having many things. Look, nowadays the most powerful uh, opening is like on the automation testing. Like it might not only Selenium. We are in this training, maybe in the future we are going to uh, given Selenium with Java or Python. But not only Selenium, nowadays in automation, we have a UFT, which is a HP tool, UFT, and Cypress, and many other tools for automation testing as well. But based on the client requirement, based on the project need, they will going to select this tool. So Selenium has more demand because Selenium has the n number of features, and Selenium has the is the open tool and the platform independent, like many other features also there. We can go in the once we started an automation. So coming to function, we have some clarity, right? So coming to manual testing and automation testing, so how it would be like manual testing generally will be on uh, mostly like a understanding the requirements. So here if you take manual testing, these are the concepts, or these are the tools. These are the topics we are going to cover on the uh, manual testing course. These are the topics we are going to cover in the automation. So if you open manuals, like as I said, why software testing is required, and why software testing is required in IT, and software testing types, HDLC and HTLC. So manual testing have the uh, basic one. So if you are in very good in automation testing, like you are a pro in the automation testing, but if you don't have a minimum basic things which manual tester should have, if you don't have those skills, then you're not a very good tester. So because I will tell you, because manual testers will have a basic uh, basic skills. that is understanding the requirement. Also understand the functionality. So generally pure automation testers, they doesn't go into the requirement level. They won't involve in the big client team. Client meetings or with BS. They won't interact much. But manual testers will always focus on the requirement only, because if it doesn't have any clarity on the requirement, then it will going to lead a defects in the live. As I said, the successful product should have zero defects, right? Zero bugs or zero errors. So if tester doesn't have good clarity on the requirement, then it will going to lead a defects in the live. So first of all, testers should understand the requirement. Those will be shared by the BA team. So there will be some requirement documents. Like business analyst and my documents, client RBA. Requirement documents will be provided by the business analyst. So those requirement documents should be read by the manual testers. So the manual testers will going to understand each and every line. As I said, line, because they will going to give a high level. Sometimes they will going to give a high level requirement as well, but you need to understand that line in the multiple ways. So then only you will have a good clarity on the requirement. Then you will understand the functionality or expectation from the client. You will going to understand perfectly. So that's why requirement understanding is must for manual testers. So whereas pure automation testers, I'm not saying all the automation testers doesn't have the knowledge on the requirement or functionality. They have, but nowadays, like a pure automation testers, they have started career with their automation. They won't involve in these things like requirement understanding and the functionality of the application. So that is where the problem will create. So as my suggestion is, like, manual testing is must for every tester. It might be automation, API, or UI, database, ETL, anywhere. So the manual testing course is must. So what are the manual testings? What is his job? Like, what is the uh, roles and responsible for manual testing, and what are the challenges we will face in the real time, and what is the interaction with the development and BS? How much percentage the interaction will be developed when a client is, how much it is required, and what are the like process, like we have HDLC and HTLC process phases in the manual testing phase. Like nowadays, most of them are following agile methodology. It is like earlier there is a, when my career started, agile is like a hard, very less projects will going to use agile methodology. But nowadays, most of the projects, even if it's a small project, they are following agile methodology because they have some features. Those by agile methodologies you are using, they are using, all we can discuss. And what is HTLC, and how the manual testers will start the day, and what is the responsibilities to achieve zero defects in the production. So that is must. So those are the things we're going to discuss in the manual testing course, like types of testings as well. So testing, as when I said this successful product testing is required, right? So it is not a like one line word like testing. There are multiple things will be going to involve in the testing, like how they will test, and what are the testing types they will going to follow, and what is the order they have to follow, and uh, what is the order, and when they will go into like phases. Sometimes the development team will go into give the product or the fixes, right? So what should they do first? That is also must. If they suppose, let's take example, smoke testing should done first phase. But if tester has a good knowledge on this testing, then if you do testing, smoke testing at last stage, then that is not a uh, right approach, and he's not a good tester. So like that, there is an order. Then what are the types of testings they have to do, and what are the testings they have to perform on the application. All the things we are going to discuss in this manual testing course. And test case, look, like once available, I mean once the tester is understanding the requirement, what things he do next, like he has some responsibilities next. Not only if as I said, understanding requirement must for the manual testers, right? So if he understand perfectly, but he doesn't have good knowledge on the test case design or test case execution and another things, defect things, defect tracking, a defect life cycle, then that is also not a good tester. I mean, that is not also good approach, or he doesn't have, I mean, not perfect tester. So that's why the next stage is what he has to do, like how he can create the test scenarios, and how he can design the test cases, that is must. So those are the things we'll going to discuss, and how he can execute the test cases. What are the test management tools? So like right now we are in still manual testing, right? So if you test execution is completed, we have some tools, like not only in automation having a number of tools. In manual also we have test management tool. So where, I mean, what is test management tool, and what are the things will involve in the test management tools? We can discuss those things. So manual testing, don't take it as like he doesn't have any knowledge on the testing tools, or not like that. He should also involve in few tools. Maybe it is not equal to automation testing, but he has to involve in few tools like ALM, Jira, all those things. So how, how he can design, how he can execute the test cases, then how, if any bugs are coming, and how he can start the create the defects, and how he or she should complete the defect, like testing, complete the retesting, and what is the next steps, those will have to, we have to go uh, involve. And in the last phase, so everything is done, what he has to do, that is also we will going to discuss, like how manual testers will going to give sign off, and in real time, and uh, all those things we can discuss. And automation testing, like in automation testing, we, as I said, we have a number of tools for automating the application. We have Selenium and UFT and Cypress. Many tools are there, but Selenium is the most demand tool in the market, because we have many features than Cypress or UFT. UFT is like a paid one, and the Cypress is only going to support of only one browser as of my current market, like Mozilla. But Selenium is not like that. We have a number of features, and support a number of, I mean, multiple languages independent, platform independent. So like that, Selenium is like a demanding tool. So we can discuss those things, like as well, like how we can set up the so this is the document, like this is the concepts are we are going to discuss, like what are the languages we can automate using Selenium. And I'm going to start the testing on the Java. uh, so what is Java? And we are not going to I mean training you on the not only Selenium and like Java as well. If you are new to Java as well, like what is Java, and how okay you can install Java, and Java variables, say Java path, how we can set the Java path, and like many things in the Java, like core Java, we are also going to teach you, like statements, loops, OOPS concepts like inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, and collections. It is very much the tester should have. like set collections and the exception handling, and remaining like keywords, super the static. So those are the things we can discuss. Not only Selenium, we can also uh, teach you on the Java as well, core Java. So the next one is like Selenium, like what is Selenium, how, I mean, what are the components, who developed, and like little introduction about Selenium and the installation. This is, we have a IDE like Eclipse or IntelliJ also we can use. Most of them are now using Eclipse, but earlier most of the projects are using Eclipse only. IntelliJ also we can use. I mean, what are the IDE we can set up, and how we can set up the IDEs and Selenium setup, like how we can download jar files, all things like the topics in the Selenium as well, like launching browser, interaction with the text boxes, list links, text box, radio buttons, and how can we handle multiple windows. This is the, I mean, must important topic. And handling alerts, like how we can handle alerts, and how we can click on, I mean, do the accept and dismiss. Frames as well. Actually, the old technologies will use the frames, but nowadays most of the technologies like Angular won't create frames. But if we have frames, how can we handle those applications as well? Those we can discuss in the handling frames section. Synchronization, it is must, because if you don't have a synchronization, then every time the test cases will be failed. So those topics we'll going to discuss. And Git is for repository. Not only Java, not only Selenium. Once code is completed, how we can pull and how we can store the required code in the GitHub. So that that we are going to discuss Maven also, like Maven, like Maven build tool and build tool. There are multiple build tools are there, Maven and many things. So those things also we can discuss, like why Maven is required. Like we can download jar files, right? But why Maven? Those things also we can discuss. Installation, configuration, all those, even Jenkins. So nowadays, if you are attending any interviews, the Jenkins, the continuous integration is everyone is asking. Like if you don't have knowledge on the continuous integration, then they are not considering as a very good profile. So you should have knowledge on the continuous integration. There is a Jenkins pipelines, how we can install and configure Jenkins pipeline, how the test cases or test execution will be done in the Jenkins and the scheduled time. Like those also we can discuss. And few frameworks also there, like Cucumber, like BDD Cucumber and TestNG. Those also we can discuss. So not only Java, not only Selenium, and not only Git, not only continuous integration. Apart from there, we have to involve in the framework design and the framework handling. So how the BDD Cucumber will going to I mean, like look like, and how TestNG will going to, I mean, how the test cases are developed on the TestNG framework. Like that, we have many frameworks are there, and those framework details also we can discuss. One more advanced topic, that is extend reports. Nowadays, actually TestNG will going to generate default reports, but most of them are not go with that default reports. They want to customize their report by their own requirement. So extend reports topics also we can discuss, like how we can create the extend reports, and what is the configuration, and what are the elements we can create in the reports. Those things also we can discuss. And framework also must, because advanced topics means not only handling the frames or windows, multiple windows, not like that. Those are the like medium level topics. But framework, like how we can design our frameworks, and how we can test case and generate or develop test cases in this framework. Those are also very important. So those topics will going to cover on our testing, like Selenium, Java testings, and API testing also nowadays more demand in the API market. because earlier API usage is less compared to today's. This means not very less, but comparing today market, earlier they use very less APIs, or so that's why API testing every project is using. So API testing also, if you have API knowledge on API testing or hands-on experience on API testing, that would be a plus for your profile. And the UI testing, database, ETL, all those we can discuss. And how can we provide their like in agile methodology, we as I said, we have to involve in the requirements and the estimations, right? So the estimations, how can we provide those topics also we can involve in the manual testing side. If tester have knowledge on agile methodology, then he should involve in the test plan, like a test uh, requirement, estimations also he should give. Though how can we handle those meetings, and how can we provide the estimations to the test cases, those things we can discuss in the agile methodology as well. Manual testing is nothing but not like that, only the test case design and execution. You should knowledge on the agile methodology as well, test management tool as well. And how can we, I mean, uh, they manual testers should have knowledge on the creation of powerful, creating, designing powerful test cases. Those topics also we can discuss, how we can create uh, multiple or powerful test cases. Those topics also we can discuss in the manual testing side. So these are the topics, and these are things we will going to discuss in this course. We can discuss more in the coming sessions, and these trainings will be going to be more conduct 2 months or 60 days plus. Yes, I hope everyone is understood. Any questions? Yeah, we can wind up this session. Thank you for joining. Thank you.